Hello everyone, welcome to today's session in Quantsapp. In today's video, we will be talking about scalping strategy with time frame of 1 minute. But before starting the video, if you are new here, you can go in the description. There is a link below. With the help of that, you can download and install Quantsapp web application. After successful registration, you will get some free tools in the application that will help you out in your trading. In the application, we have a video library. So in video library, we have made multiple videos for you. These videos are based on Pro Plus tools as well as on various strategies. So you can watch them in your meantime. Okay. Also, these videos are available in multiple languages. Okay. At any point of time, if you guys are having any kinds of doubts or queries, so you can contact us. You have to go in the profile section, and in support, you will get our contact number as well as email ID. So you can contact us and we will be there to sort your queries out. So let's start today's video. In today's video, we will be talking about scalping strategy, and this scalping strategy, we will be using the time frame of 1 minute, right? Okay. Now, what are the indicators that we will use, or what is the strategy or conditions that we will use? Okay, so I'll be discussing them. So first of all, there will be two indicators. So I will be using two indicators here. Okay, two indicators. Now these two indicators will be, the first one will be the moving average. Okay, the first one will be the moving average. Okay, so what a moving average does, okay, it takes the average of the candles. Okay, so we just have to put a reading there. So for suppose if I'm putting a reading of 9, okay, so it will take the last 9 candles and it will give me an average of them. Okay, okay. The second indicator will be stochastic oscillator. Okay, stochastic oscillator. Okay, so the stochastic oscillator, it will tell me if the market is overbought or if the market is oversold. Okay, now it is a momentum oscillator, so it will always be moving in a certain range like this. Okay, and that range is from 0 to 100. It will never go beyond them. Okay, so that range is 0 to 100. So we will be using these two indicators. We will be applying some settings with them. Okay, so let's see how we can use these indicators with some certain settings and what are the conditions that we have to look for, right? So first, let me tell you the condition as well, and then we will go to the application. So the conditions are, the first condition, okay, the first condition, when we will be using the moving average, okay, so the moving average we will be using, that will be of 9 moving average. Now I want a candle to be closing above moving average 9. Okay, along with that, so first one, closing above, the candle should be closing above. That is my first condition. Okay, also the candle should be in candle, okay, the closing price should be equal to my high. Okay, so it means the candle should be somehow like this. Okay, the candle will be somehow like this. It means if it is a green candle, so I'll color it for also for you. So suppose this is a green candle, right? So the closing price of this candle and the high of this candle should be same. Okay, so it will be looking like this. There will be no wick in the upward direction, right? Similarly, if there will be a red candle, for suppose I'm going with the bearish condition, or I'm going with the scalping in 1 minute in bearish direction, I'm taking a put option. So at that time, I want a candle somehow like this. Okay, so in this candle, the lower, you can say the low and the closing should be same. Okay, so the low and the closing should be same. So there will be no wick in the lower direction, right? I hope the conditions are clear. So I will be trading with these two candles. Okay, and I will be trading on these two candles whenever I will find a candle that is closing above, right? Now the second condition would be of oscillator. Okay, so in oscillator I'm using stochastic. Now in stochastic I will be using two levels here. The first one will be of 80 and the second level will be of 20. So whenever my oscillator will be giving me a crossover of K and D. So usually there are two lines. The first one is K and the second one is D. Okay, so whenever these two lines will be crossing above 80, at that time I'll be making a trade in the bearish position, and whenever these two lines will be crossing below 20, at that time I will be making my position in the bullish direction. Right, I hope the concept is clear. Let's make it more clear with certain examples. So for that, I'm directly going into the Quantsapp application. So let me open it. Okay, in Quantsapp application, I'm opening chart here. Now in chart, as you can see, currently I'm using example of Nifty. We will take example of stocks as well, and the time frame that I'm using is 1 minute because it is a strategy of scalping where we are using 1 minute time frame. Okay, Okay. Now the first thing that I will be applying from indicator, that is the moving average, as I have told you. So we will be typing here MA. So that is moving average. Now in moving average, just a second. Okay. So let me remove it. Cancel. Perfect. Okay. So the moving average. So I have applied the moving average here. You can see. Okay. So what I will do, I have to check the settings first. So you can see I am using a length of 9. In smoothing length, what you have to do, you just have to change the smoothing length of 9 to 5. Okay, so you can see there is only one setting that I have changed. Length will be 9, source is close, and in smoothing length I will be using the settings of 5. Okay, and then okay, and it is plotted in my chart. Okay. Now the second indicator that I have to use, that is my stochastic. So I will just type here stochastic. Okay, so I will again type here stochastics, right? So you can see this is my stochastic. You don't have to use the stochastic RSI, right? It is a combination of stochastics and RSI. I will just use the stochastics. So I have applied my stochastics. Now let's see what are the settings that I have to apply here. So in stochastics, let's go to the setting. In setting, there is one thing that you have to apply. In K smoothing, I will be using 5 here. Okay. In D smoothing, what you will be using? You will be using 9 here. Okay. So something like this. Okay. Okay. Now there was one more setting that I forgot to tell you. Just a second. In stochastic, you can see the K length is 14 and you just have to change it to 18. Okay. So I will just change it to 18 as well. Okay, and it is 18. So you can again see the K percent length will be 18, the K smoothing will be 5, the D smoothing will be 9. Okay, so you have to put the exact reading here. Okay, only then you will be able to use this strategy, and then okay. Now what are the condition? What was the condition? Let's just again revise them. So first of all, I want my candle to be closing above my EMA 9, okay, and at the time I want a crossover above 80. Okay, so that will be my condition for the bearish. Whenever these two lines will be crossing below 20, that will be condition for the bullish direction. I hope it is clear. Okay, so let me zoom it out a little bit. Okay, I hope the chart is clear, right? Now we will be looking on those conditions where there is a crossover above 80. So you can see there is a crossover above 80 at this point of time. Now I want a candle in which my closing price and high price is same, right? So you can see on this candle I did not get that condition. You can see the low price is 24,144, the closing price is 24,145. So approximately same. If they are approximately same, so I can go with the condition, but is it crossing my EMA 9? So the answer is no, right? So that will not be the condition where I will enter in my trade, and you can see the market did not give me a movement, okay, after that, right? Okay, let's see some other example. So in other example here as well, it gave me a crossover at this point of time somewhere. Okay, you can see there was no candle which was giving me that condition. So again, I will not trade here as well. Okay. Now here on this time, here at this time I can see there was a crossover above 80. It means I have to trade for the bearish direction. I want a candle in which the lower price and the closing price was same. Okay, so you can see on this candle and then there was the very next candle that gave me a closing below EMA 9, and on this candle the closing price, let me show you perfectly. Okay, so this was the candle of approximately 28 November 29. Okay, on this candle you can see the lower price is 24,227, the closing price is also 24,227. That is a perfect candle for me, closing below 9. At this point of time I am also getting a crossover above 80, so that is a perfect candle for me to take the entry. Okay, so on the very next candle, whenever it will break the low of that previous candle, okay, so I will take the entry, and then you can see I got a very good movement here in this trade. Okay, so you can see I have taken my entry here on this point of time. Okay, and then you can see a good movement in the market, right? So this is my scalping strategy. So within 2 to 3 minutes, I got a good profit with this strategy, right? Let's see some other example as well. Okay, so let's go back here and let's see if I'm getting some other examples. Okay, so I got a crossover here at this point of time. Okay, so approximately this was the candle, but on this candle after that you can see there was no candle which was giving me the you can say the closing and the higher price same. Okay, I got a candle here at this point of time. You can see here. At this point of time, I can see there was a crossover below 20. So it means I have to go for the bullish direction, right? After that, I can see there was a candle closing above my EMA 9, and on this candle, I can see the high 24,163 and the closing, okay, that is 24,163, same. So this was the candle that will give me a movement in the upward direction. After that, you can see within 5 to 6 minutes approx, or you can say maximum 10 to minutes, I got a movement of upward in upward side. So that was my scalping strategy for the bullish direction as well, right? I hope you got to know the concept, right? I have shown you two examples, one of bearish one as well, one of bullish one as well. Okay, let's see if I'm getting some other examples. Okay, perfect. So here I'm not getting any examples here. Okay, there was one crossover here at this point of time, and in this point of time I can see this was 28th November 12/6. At that point of time I can see there was a candle closing above, that is closing above EMA 9, the high to 24 to 231, the closing is also 24 to 31, and with this candle, if I would have taken a trade, you can see my markets went straight up in next 3 candles. So it was also a good scalping trade for me, right? So there are multiple examples. Okay, so with this strategy you will be able to take a perfect trade. You can see one example is here as well. So you can see there was a crossover above 80. Okay, both my K and D, they were giving me a crossover above 80. It means I have to go for the bearish trade. After that I have to wait for a candle closing below EMA 9, giving me a lower and closing approximately same. So you can see on this very next candle, okay, that candle is of 11:54 28 November. I got the lower price 24,246. The closing is 24,246. On this candle I have to take the trade, and then there was a very good movement in the downward direction, right? So this is a strategy that you can apply in index as well as on stocks. Let's see if we are getting any examples in stocks as well. Okay, so let's see if I'm getting an example in stocks as well. So let's go with the stock, let's go with Infi. Okay, let's go with Infi because right now we can see the IT sector is also giving us a good move. Okay, so let's see if we can find an example in Infi. Okay, so in Infi you can see there was a crossover. Okay, it is Infi na? Yeah, perfect. Infi 1 minute time frame, and we got a good example here. You can see market above 80, stochastic above 80. It means I have to go for the bearish condition. I got a crossover here. On this crossover, on the very next candle, I can see the market gave me a red candle in which the closing is below moving average 9, and the same time the low of this candle is 1881. The closing is also 1881, and after that you can see a good movement within 5 to 6 minutes. Okay, so that is how we do the scalping in application as well, in real time as well, and that is the strategy that will provide you good profits with a good strike rate as well, right? I hope you got to know the concept. I hope आपको मजा आया. अगर आपको मजा आया, ऐसी strategies आपको और चाहिए, you can like this video, share it with your friends as well. Make sure to share your views in the comment section. अगर आप नए हो तो चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करके जाना. Thank you so much guys. This is your trainer Ankit Singh Rawat. Have a good day.